I'm L.A. Edwards. I'm the author of Halo Hattie and the Destiny Has a Sound journal. So let's get started. Chapter 1. Firecracking, HotHot, Chilli, Sizzle, Razzmatazz, Sass crisps plan. How many of you had to get a job at 9 years old? Well, meet Hattie. She believes she does not have a choice. To prepare for employment, Hattie gathers a loaf of bread, a packet of firecracking HotHot, Chilli, Sizzle, Razzmatazz, Sass crisps, and an inflatable giraffe swimming ring. Not quite sure what job she'll get with those. Well, on second thoughts, maybe she could be a busking bread juggler or a gondola driver of a bread boat. Never heard of a bread boat? It's a boat made out of bread. Hattie could use such a boat to offer tours of the River Thames. Although she pronounces the H in Thames, it's possible no one would notice. Her last job choice could be a local food trader at Camden Market. She could wait until her food supplies got mouldy and flog them as antiques for some pretty pennies and pounds. Sweet. Whatever choice Hattie makes, it must work because her mission was about to begin. 2 minutes past midnight. There it was. The anticipated knock. Hattie pulled back her curtains and peered out of the window. Come on! Mia beckoned to Hattie. It was time for action. Hattie threw off her dressing gown and hurriedly secured her inflatable giraffe swimming ring over her swimming costume. Next, she pulled on her orange duffel coat, although she had difficulty getting it over the inflatable giraffe. When she finished getting dressed, she looked puffed up in that outfit. It's though she was wearing 6 Victorian petticoats. This seemed more obvious, particularly when she fastened the top 2 toggles, as the inflatable giraffe's head stuck out from under the coat like a joey in its mother's pouch. Now she looked like a Victorian cow, holding on to a truckload of farts. That's the name of a female giraffe, by the way. Grabbing her backpack and £3.50 in 5-penny pieces, which she'd saved up just for this venture, Hattie opened her bedroom door carefully and crept into the hallway. In that outfit, she could only waddle as she tried to avoid the boxes marked kitchen, lounge and mom's room. She shim-toed, an awkward mix of shimmying and tiptoeing, silently through the unlit hallway towards the front door. She would be in big trouble if she was found leaving the flat, especially at night. She turned the handle on the front door and opened it slowly, making sure not to make a sound. Her bestie, Mia, was waiting at the front door of her ground floor flat. They hugged each other excitedly before walking as fast as they could out of the estate and onto the summer night street of Islington. The sky was dark and the night was still. Only the sound of jangling padlocks and rattling garage doors caused by the slight breeze disturbed the haunting silence. After scurrying around a winding street dodging the smell of dog-wee and garbage, they turned the corner into Billy Horn Alley. It was really garages in an alley where they sometimes played, but the locals renamed it Billy Horn Alley. Apparently, a man named Billy B. Horn lives there. The story is that he has a horn growing from his head. He uses it to break into garages, which makes banging noises throughout the night. If any of the garage owners were brave enough to face Billy B. Horn, although no one knew how to, they too supposedly would end up with a horn growing out of their head. Finally, they reached Hattie's mother's garage to collect supplies for their journey. Mia broke the silence first. We can't do this, Hattie, she stammered. We're like sisters, Hattie replied. If we don't, I won't see you again. Mia said, I suppose we could get jobs as duo champion crisp sandwich eaters. Yeah, Hattie smiled. We've got enough crisps, haven't we? The girls knew by the next day they would be far away. Only then would the job hunt really begin. Eek! Using a spare key she had sneaked from a kitchen, Hattie fiddled with the garage padlock. Eventually, it clicked open. The girls pushed the scraggy wooden door and stepped inside. It was pitch black. Mia was scared and tried to grab Hattie's hand as Hattie fumbled to click on the lights. Click! The girls looked up and froze. Sitting on a stack of boxes was Hattie's mother, Ava. On the opposite side, squeezing the life out of an old table with a, let's say, roundish thick set, was June, Mia's auntie. The table was already heavy laden with dried up tins of paint and rolls of damp wallpaper and didn't need any help from Auntie June's horse-sized backside. Mia! Auntie June yelped in her thick patois accent. There'll be no adventures at this time of night for you. Oh, and you do realise, don't you, that it's popcorn night? And didn't even get to finish my garlic pickled ice cream and fish flavoured donuts. Auntie June fixed Mia with a wicked stare. And all the cheese and chicken foot flavour is probably finished by now. You already know what your Uncle Miggles is like. You can't get a look in. Auntie June, who was clearly missing a night to remember, showed little regard for her niece's plan to abscond with a swimming costume and a packet of bargain crisps. She released her weight from that poor side table, which wobbled and groaned on its wooden frame. Still wearing her old mangled striped tangerine nightie and matching dressing gown with her yellow furry bed slippers, she circled the girls with her hands on her hips. Mia, June, numpty Browning. I want the truth, missus. No. Did you take my jumbo pack of firecracking HotHot Chilli Sizzle Razzmatazz Sass crisps? Hattie cringed and reluctantly raised her index finger to admit to this inexcusable crime, as Mia had sneaked them out of the house for her. Auntie June scowled at them, and all the girls could do was stare at the floor in embarrassment. Well, asked Hattie's mom, are you going to tell us what's going on? You both know you shouldn't be out alone at night. Planning to run away? Come on, girls. You know better than that. This question, too, was met with a pin-drop silence from Hattie and Mia. Without another word, Auntie June hurriedly ushered Mia out of the garage. Hattie didn't even get to say goodbye to her. Watching them leave, Hattie knew she would never see Mia again.